Hi, my name is Jake Hybor. I am an application engineer here at Vibration Research. Today's webinar, we will review the RecorderVIEW software module. The RecorderVIEW software module is also known as part number VR9600. So you might be wondering, what is RecorderVIEW? So RecorderVIEW is a software module that allows you to record the time history data of your vibration test with your vibration research hardware. Please note that this is not the same data that you would see on the RMS history graph in VibrationVIEW, but rather the sample for sample time history data. You may run into it where a customer or another engineer at your company is asking you for the time history data from the test. The RMS history graph is going to show you a snapshot of the time history roughly every second. But what they're really asking for is the sample for sample time history data of the test, which can only be captured using the RecorderVIEW software module. So some of the highlights of the RecorderVIEW software module. The RecorderVIEW module will allow you to simultaneously control your vibration test and record the sample for sample time history data while your test is running. Any of the VR hardwares, whether it be the VR9500, VR10500, or the Observer 1000, can be turned into a standalone data acquisition system. For the VR9500 or the VR10500, you would need to have the RecorderVIEW software module purchased or enabled on those systems to do this. For the Observer 1000, however, the RecorderVIEW software comes by default with your purchase. So keep that in mind as you're trying to determine which tool is best for you. If you're going out to collect field data, the Observer 1000 would probably be the best option, as it is our portable data acquisition system that is battery powered. The VR9500 and VR10500 systems can also be used for field data collection. However, since they are not battery powered, they are not as convenient. With RecorderVIEW, depending on the hardware option that you choose, you could record up to 512 channels of data. Another interesting thing about RecorderVIEW is that, like any VR software module, it can be rented or purchased and added at any time. So if you have a time that a customer wants you to rent this software, that's an option. It's all going to be handled over electronic software key via email, so we can get you up and running very quickly. If RecorderVIEW is something that you would like to try out, which I encourage everybody to do, please let us know. All that we would need is the serial number of the unit that you would like this software module added to temporarily. So now let's jump into the software. How would we set up the RecorderVIEW software in VibrationVIEW? The first thing that I'm going to do once I'm in the VibrationVIEW software, assuming that I've already properly configured my inputs for the test that I'm going to run, meaning that I've enabled the accelerometer power for the channels I plan to use for my test, is go to this Recorder tab up at the top. Once I click on this, you'll see a number of options. You can start, stop, and pause your recording. You can view the settings. You can open a waveform, view recent recordings, export. You can also enable these recorder buttons. That's what I'm going to do first. You can do that by clicking this on the drop-down menu or using the keyboard shortcut Shift plus F2 to enable those buttons. Once those buttons have been enabled, you will now see a display for easy access to the recorder settings. Now I want to open these recorder settings. In the recorder settings, you will find the recorder directory where the recordings will be stored. You will see the data file name that the recording will be given. You're able to select your sample rate. You can start and stop the recording automatically at the beginning and the end of a test by checking these boxes. You can also select which channels you would like to record data for. One thing you'll notice is this maximum recording section. This will tell you how long you can record based on the number of channels you've selected to record and the sample rate you've selected to record at. So you'll see once I select channel 1 and channel 2, this changes and it decreases. If I increase my sample rate, again, the maximum recording time decreases. If I decrease my sample rate, the maximum recording size increases. So once I've configured my recorder, I'm going to click Apply. Now I'm going to run system check at 30 Hertz in 0.1 inches peak to peak of displacement, and I'm going to record this waveform for a short bit. So first I'm going to click Start Recording. I will click Start the Test. You'll notice that this red button appeared, allowing me to see that the recording has been started. And you can see the recording time here and that I'm recording 2 channels based on the settings I previously entered. So you can see we have a nice sine wave here. So now I'm going to stop my test, and I will also stop my recording. It will now prompt me to save this recording. And just like that, I've recorded time history data while I'm running a test. Now let's say that I have a couple of different test profiles that I would like to enter, and I would like to set it up so that every time I run a specific test profile, the recorder will start and stop at the beginning and end of the test automatically, but I don't want it for every single test I run, only for certain test profiles. I can do that. So what we'll do is click on New Test, Sign, and when we are in the advanced test mode, on the Schedule tab, you can insert different schedule levels. So for level 1, I would do Start Recorder. I could then do my sweep, and then I could select after my sweep is completed to do the Stop Recorder option. It's as simple as that. Another use case for the RecorderVIEW module would be if a customer has a 10-hour random test that they would like to run, and they ask you to record 30 minutes of time history data every hour for the 10-hour duration of the test. Rather than having to sit here and manually click start and stop for 30 minutes every hour, you could open your random test, click on the advanced mode if you're not already in advanced. On the test schedule, you could do run for 30 minutes. Add another schedule level, Start Recorder, insert a third schedule level, do run for 30 minutes. Fourth schedule level would be stop recorder. And then the fifth schedule level would be loop from level. So we would want to loop from level 1, and we would like to do that for 10 times, making our total time at level 10 hours. So this would give you your 10 30-minute recordings over the duration of the test. So now we have successfully recorded some time history data from our system check test, and we have also walked through some use cases for RecorderVIEW and how to configure the recorder for those use cases. But now I want to view the data that I recorded, the time history data that I recorded from my system check test. So how do I find that data and how do I view that data? To find that data, you can always refer back to your settings for your recorder, where it will list the directory where the data was saved. But I know in this case, I saved the data to my C drive under the VibrationVIEW folder, and from there, the recording folder. I can see that I have a VFW file from that system check test. A VFW file is a proprietary file format developed by Vibration Research. These files can be viewed using our RecorderVIEW software, which is free for you to download and use the basic version of. There's also an advanced version available for a trial. I think it's 30 days. So please, if you don't have RecorderVIEW, go ahead and download it. It's a very powerful tool for any type of time history analysis. So since I have RecorderVIEW installed on this PC, I'm going to double click on this file and it will automatically open RecorderVIEW, where I will be able to see that entire waveform file, and it will also allow me to add an FFT if I wanted to. Now there are a number of other graphs listed here that are available with an advanced license. The advanced license is even more powerful than the basic license, but both do add value. So please take advantage of this software and download it and request the trial of the advanced license. But that is how you view the time history data that you've recorded and how you set up the recorder to record that time history data. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Anyone at Vibration Research is available to help and provide you with temporary keys for RecorderVIEW and walk through your specific use case to help determine if it's something that would be beneficial for you.